Let's pick some colors. I'm going to try something new with a product that I just got a hold of on clearance, and I'm pretty excited about it. So let's see what we can do together here today. Welcome to Making Memories with Melody. I love to jelly print, and you must be either a fan or a beginner and wanting to learn more different types of things to do because you're here watching this. So thank you very much. I have these, which I just got at Office Max. Let me show you. Hi, Jen. Jenny Wren. These are called time cards. There's 200 of them in here. And I'm going to jelly print some of them for some bundles that I'm going to put up in my store here real soon. And I thought that might be a fun way to incorporate, you know, instead of just coffee dyeing them, right? Just do something a little bit different. So these are single side weekly time cards, Monday through Sunday. So these are a little different. But between the two of them, I'll be able to make some fun things. So let's get started. Let's get started. I'm going to get my brayer out. I love to use a speedball brayer. Hi, Nance. Make sure you guys let me know if you can hear me before I waste more time. And let's see. Let's do this just in case, because the image I put up isn't rotating out, so maybe other things aren't working. So either Nance or Jennifer will let me know, and then I will get started on this fun little adventure that I'm on right now, because this is going to be, I want to be able to see through to the back, so I have to be careful not to, oh, you know what I mean, like be too opaque. I want to use maybe a lighter, more translucent paint, which I'm thinking maybe I could spray. Oh, good. You hear me fine. Thank you so much. So, a couple things. One is I can do some alcohol ink sprays on here and create a few things. Let's do that. So let's do this. This is alcohol ink that I have made from alcohol ink, Ranger alcohol inks and mica powder. So there's some shine in there. Let me see what this does to these time cards. Ooh, I definitely like that. So that's something to think about as another option. All right. So I'll set that one aside. Yeah, distress the edges of that, and that would be good. Now let's see if we can turn one green. Again, some of these alcohol sprays are made from markers, some are made from Ranger inks. So let's do this. That one's a really nice mossy, deep mossy green. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, so there's that one. Let those dry. Let's get this other one. And just for fun, just because I don't use it much and I'm curious, my white is a little bit difficult for me to find ways to use. So let's see. Oh, that kind of mutes it out a little bit. Now let's find this green and add some more color in there. You know, this would really work well for a nature journal or something to do with gardens. This color scheme here, it's got a color combination. So there's that, and then that white's in there, and when it dries, which it will, that made yeah. Hi, Jody. So how wonderful is that? You see that in there? So that white did add to it. Now I can put this, and I could iron it, I can put it under a book and it will straighten out, but really that's exactly what we want. We don't want it to look like this when we use it, unless we're going to decoupage over it, which is an option. Hi, Jay. So that is an option too, but the distressing and making it look older, like it didn't come from the store today, is what I was looking to do. And this part down here, look at this. Let's say I cut the Office Max right off the bottom. And unless you've worked with these, you wouldn't know that that's just completely current, bought off the shelf, today. And you guys, okay, this is a little secret. My Office Max is going out of business, closing that store. So I got these at 70% off. So guess how many boxes I bought? Yeah, I went crazy. That's okay. That's what I do. That's what I do, right? So I'm going to pull this off of here onto this and see what I want to do next. But I was really excited. That's cool. I like that. It's just something about the organic nature of it that's really appealing when you get into these kind of, I don't know, aged looks. It really is cool. Okay, so let's do some actual Gelli Plate printing now that I've messed around. And oh, and I have these that I got from, you know what? I think I got these at high school pharmacy when I was out and I found a few things at a high school pharmacy. I don't remember how much I paid for them. And I do know that they have them at the Dollar Tree, but the Dollar Tree ones I think are red, and these were white with the red. And I liked them, so I grabbed them. And they're another situation that I want to try to dye and distress. So let's really quickly, since there's already stuff on there anyways, I can't hurt anything, right? That's the cool thing, you guys, is I can spray all this stuff on my Gelli Plate, and then I can pull it up after I get done with this and do something else. Okay, so there's that. Now let's get some of this brown in here that I love with the mica powder. You guys, it's sunny in Oregon. As soon as I get done with this, I'm going out on the patio with my dogs, and I'm going to make up a calendar. I've been trying to get a schedule for myself so that I know what I'm doing when I'm supposed to do it. Does anyone else have that trouble? Probably a few of you, but I don't know. I'm just struggling with waking up that day and know what is it I should be doing. And then of course I get online and I go straight for the fun stuff. So, but I do have work stuff I need to do. I'm going to try this and see what I think about it. See if it'll do like it did with that other one. Ooh, I like it. So that's a whole nother level. See, now I'll bet you if I put some more of a coordinating color, which would be what? What would be a coordinating? I have this really dark. I don't even know what I made it with, you guys. I don't know if I tried to make black or what I did, honestly. But let's spray it and see what it does. That is so dark. Don't know if I like it. Don't know. This is a shimmer. You see the shimmers in the bottom there? Let's try to lighten that back up a little bit with the shimmer. That helps a little. So this one I'm trying to get really grungy. Won't even know it's a ticket anymore though if I'm not careful. Okay, so I'll slow down on that. But again, these were white with red. You take a brown marker, make your own, which we have in Newbie's Junk Journal Makers, Newbie Junk Journal Makers, we have in the file section, we have Jenny Wren tutorials on how to do that. And take white tickets and again, make them aged, distressed. Yes, Nance, I have to write everything down. The thing is that I haven't been slowing down and stopping and doing that. I keep telling myself I'll remember, and I don't. I have to live with that. I have to live with the fact that I don't remember, I won't remember, I can't remember. Let me find a stencil that I want to work with, because we'll get, all of that will come up in our next work, which is going to be the best part of this, and that's why I wanted to do those items first. Now, let's see if I can think of something that would, well, I'll use this one for sure. Think of something that I would incorporate into a future project. I always love my letters. That's boho. These aren't too bad, and they have that pretty bird. I do need more stencils, but they're so expensive, so I buy them, you know, a little bit at a time. So I'm going to work with those and see what I can create. Let's see. Now, we haven't done alcohol inks in a while, guys. And I really love doing alcohol inks. So what I'm going to do, usually that's a little more sticky, but we'll do it with the spray, and that way it won't go in there so much. Okay, so I'm going to spray this dark right here, the greens. Okay, then I'm going to bring in a purple, and I'm going to do this purple, this purple, this purple, that. Right, that's everything, that's everything. Then I'm going to find my beautiful blue, or I'm going to search for my beautiful blue. I redid this too so that it would be easier for me. It had fallen underneath. Look at this beautiful teal. Okay, so I need you to, now it's not going to stay down. Anyways, so there's the, so I say this quite a bit. If you want to have quality sprays, you got to buy quality sprayers, and you got to clean them. And there's all kinds of tips out there on YouTube on how to do that kind of stuff. I bought, let's see, remember I said there was a huge sale at the Office Max? I bought this. And I bought it because I wanted all of these things, and this was $2, but I got all of these things inside of here. Plus, in the back is some grafting paper. So I'm going to use that to pull this up, pull some of this stuff up. I always, oh, and then what I'm going to do also, they put a childproof thing on here so people couldn't steal. So I'm going to take my, this is another trick that I do, and I'll do a whole video on it at some point. But I use, we buy them at the bins, secondhand stores, garage sales, photo paper. And I use that to pick up the excess ink that I don't want to waste. And it makes fabulous tags. This blue and teal together, or this teal and purple together with the green, is really fun. So that's what I'm going to do there. And so there's still some on there. But now I have this. That's cool. Do you see some of the deeper colors in there behind? Oh, fun. Okay, so now that is ready to be pulled off. It's very faint. And now I'm going to reach over here and grab some linen paper so that I have it. And I'm going to pull this up after I put a couple more things on there, right? I'm going to pull that up though with a light color. So now I want to put this down, and let's spray that white and see what happens. I don't know. Just to get some white in there. I haven't done this before, so I don't know how well that'll work. And I need to get the paper. Hi, Tina. Sorry guys, I'm not chatting a ton. I am working hard at trying to make my videos a little bit shorter because I'm being told that basically it's hard to follow my videos because they're just too long. So I was trying to focus. There we go. There we go. There we go. Oh my goodness, I like that. Whether or not the other part turns out, that's cool, right? Okay, now I'm going to muss that up with a color. So there is some purple dye on the bottom and the teal. Let's bring in a tiny bit of purple. And to do that, I can do a couple different things. I can use this spot over here, put some purple down, and roll it onto my dots in a random manner. And I got this at the Dollar Tree. And so put some dots in there. So I don't know. You probably won't see the birds. I'm kind of layering up enough now to where you probably won't see the original image, but I was just experimenting. So we'll get what we get, and we'll just be happy with it, right? As my mother would have said, you'll get what you get and you'll be happy about it. Okay, so there's that. Now, let's go ahead and get this rolled off over here. Now, I'm going to pull that up with a really light blue. I want the teal to pop off of this blue with the purple, and we'll see what happens. And you don't throw a fit. Thank you. You love my long videos, Nance. I wish I could do that. I wish I could just, wing it and have it all be like that all the time. But until I get this YouTube channel established, I'm going to have to play by the rules. And it is what it is. Okay, so I'm going to try pulling this up and see what I get. This is that linen paper that's so gorgeous. And it is a kind of a vanilla color. And so we'll see what we get. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Okay. Well, we got a very deep, look at that. Now there's no birds or flowers in there, but there is the green, there is the white, and the green here, and that's really a beautiful print. Beautiful. I gotta find somewhere to set it. I'm gonna set it right there. Now this is what's gonna be fun, and I need bigger paper because I don't like working with such tiny paper. Don't like it. I want to oh goodness, I put that other paper back, so I'm just gonna have to deal with it. Let's add. I'm looking at that, and I think maybe if I did something with this color, right? Put this down here, press it through and I know this is going to be kind of bold, right? I know. But I just kind of like layering the depth, right? So we'll get this on here. Do that because eventually I'm going to pull off all of this all around here, find a way to do it eventually. What size is my jelly? Seriously, what size are you using? Jean wants to know what size my jelly is. My jelly is 11 by 14. And I talk about this, and I need to do a video where I just absolutely address about Gelli Plate printing. And that is that I have made 2, and I have purchased 3. If I was to do it all over again, I would advise someone who is going to continue to do this on a regular basis to buy one, buy the 11 by 14 Gelli Arts plate. I know it's expensive. I got lucky. I got mine on a Black Friday sale this last November through Dick Blick Arts. And so I got a good buy. And I felt justified for 2 reasons. One is I got a good buy. And 2 is that I knew in my heart that this was going to be part of my future. And being part of my future, I need to have a quality product, right? So that's why this is in my life the way it is. I also truly believe that the ones that you make do a great job. You can have tons of fun with them, but it's like everything, you know, if you are going to use it as a money-making proposition or as a professional, you know, then you're going to need a professional product. If you're having fun and you're doing, you know, as a hobby, as a craft, make one at home. Make one and show us all the fabulous things you can do with it, because it is fun. I suggest you make the biggest one you can, because bigger is better. Bigger is better. Tina, you got the 11 by 14. Now you need a, what? Now you need a smaller one. Make one. If you need a smaller one, Tina, make one. What I did for a long time is I used the one that I made, the smaller one that I made, and I used it here next to me as a brayer, to brayer off or put color on. And I did that for a long time, and I liked it. And then, oh, somebody was saying, and I don't remember who, that they were going to make a big one, and then they were going to cut out, which I think that's great. Maybe it was Judy. I don't know. Yeah, Tina, that's what I would do, because now this you guys, this is the way that I like to do this. I keep going towards this. Jean, you're so funny. I go towards that grungy pastel, and I love it. So look at this. Here's my instinctive, you know, grungy pastel that I always go towards. I know it kind of looks like mud, but really, you put some gloss on that, and it is so deep. It's beautiful, and I love it. I love it, love it, love it. So let's do this. This has got some all kinds of colors on it now. It is a rainbow practically. And then I'm going to muss that up a bit. And you always ask why? Because I can. Because I suggest, and I think I'm going to coin a term. Oh, you guys, I have 2 new terms I want to tell you. So the first one is I came up with the other day, and I'll say it wrong the first time, but then I'll get it right probably. I did write it down. Did I write it down? Somebody was with me and I wrote it down. Anyways, if you're going to bring YouTube into your life, you need to bring your life into YouTube. That's my motto. And so when you hear my dogs bark, that's part of it. When my phone rings and I have to answer because it's my husband, that's part of it. I don't do the tutorial where I edit out everything and it's all perfect and the timing's just right for you to fit it in between this and that. That's not my style. That's not, I will have some of those up and I'm happy to try to fit that in there. But honestly, throwing a YouTube video out there live with my girls, that's my style. That's my jam. That's my role. And I love it. I literally love it. So I'm going to try to incorporate something for everyone, but really, I kind of just am a rebel, right? Ladies know that. Oh, wow. Look at that. That's interesting. I don't know if I like it per se, like love it, but it's fun. Funorama. Oh, what was my other saying? Oh, no, I'm not going to think of it. Ooh, so that's what I didn't want to do on there, so I won't be doing a ton of that. But one won't hurt. I could make tags out of these too. That's kind of cool. I like the blue and purple. Does anyone else love? I know that's a lot of purple, Tina. I like purple. Now she's giving me attitude about the purple. Here, I'll take some off for you, Tina. Tina, that's right. What do I do here? To make Tina happy, I need to add some neutral tones and get this more into the, I gotta move some stuff. Get to the bottom drawer over here, which has my secret metallic layer in it. Layer. Tina. Thank you, Jean says. It's perfect advice. You know what? I kind of identify with the idea of being an inspirational person, right? So if I have something that I think will be inspirational, crafty or lifey, I'm on a roll, ladies. I'm on a roll. I think I'm hilarious. And ooh, I had coffee. Thank you. I had coffee. That's my happy place. I don't always do it. I actually stay away from it as much as I can. There's lots of reasons though. Financially, Starbucks is not um, feasible, right? If you want to pay all your bills and have a roof over your head, you cannot add Starbucks to your daily life. Just isn't going to work that way. Okay, so do you remember this I did the other day? The shelving stuff. Oh, I got comments. That's not mud. It's perfect. Thank you, Jean. Question: is it better to use the thicker acrylic paints or the more fluid ones? This is the deal. You can use both and get different effects. It depends on what you're trying to create with it. What I'm doing, because I'm layering, the thicker it is, the longer it takes to dry. And so that's kind of an issue for me. Now, people in Arizona, I watch Shell C in Arizona. She does this, and she says her paint dries before she's done doing anything with it. That does not happen to me. My paint usually will sit here like right now. I would love this to just dry instantly, because the things that I want to do with it, I need that to be dry. And but the more fluid paints dry quickly. These are some fluid acrylics. I have not put the money into purchasing them, except for a small set. Let's see, I personally like the fluid ones, but they get pricey. Golden makes beautiful. They're gorgeous. They're awesome. I love them. They're expensive, so I use them sparingly. In fact, I'll do this right now and put this on the top, and then we'll get to see how many layers I can go before I actually make mud. That's kind of muddy right there. But it's a really beautiful orangey mud, right? And I really am bad about not keeping in like the color wheel. I don't have a art education, so you'll see me put things together that someone else who's more experienced or actually was trained in it will go, oh no, those aren't going to work together. I do what I want to do, and it just turns out or it doesn't. Now check this out. Do you see back in there? Some of this, now not all of it. This up here, I don't really care for, but this right here, where we still have the purple and the teals and the, where did it go? Nickel azo gold liquid. That's beautiful. See how it took that from bright and modern down to more like a rust? Isn't that cool? Yeah, it's rust. It looks like rust. You're not the boss of me. I do what I want. You're so cool. You guys. Oh, some greens. Yeah, let's get some greens in this. You're right. That's the thing, is I tend to work in monotones, you guys. My brain, I don't know why, and I'm trying to get out of it. I've got this color still on here. I'm gonna swipe that on there and try to blend out the line. So that's on there now. Isn't that gonna be beautiful with this green? Now I also am gonna like do things to it to muss it up. Look at those, almost look like little rosettes, right? Okay, so tap that off. See how wet that is though? I'm going to have to get a layer off before it'll dry. See, I could sit here and wait. Usually, like, you'll see these things, someone will walk away. Oh, you're having trouble with the internet? Oh, man, I'm sorry. They'll walk away and let it dry, and then they'll come back, you know. I'm going to do this lightly because I don't want to take everything. But look at that. How fun is that? Now I'm going to take the whole print, though, and I'm going to do it with this cream color that I have still sitting here. And I'm going to do that again because that was fun. That was really fun. So this is just a wadded up shelf liner, you guys. Isn't it crazy? That's all. Oh, and do you know what I could do too? Oh, I just got a good idea. And now I just got to remember where they are. If I could find bigger paper, it's over there. I just got to go find it. But anyways, right here or right there is these, right? And I could sit here and put a little leaf on. Well, it doesn't look quite like. There we go. There we go. Now I'm getting it. Got to get my motor hand-eye coordination going. Now these aren't great, but then it's not a great rose anyways. It's just a rose. It's just to show you the things that you can do. I've come in and created really pretty things after the fact like this that just adds some more. So see, and now while I'm doing this, it's also drying. Wish I could. My mind just isn't making the thing. I know what I want to make, and I can't. I want to come up and then do a tip and then come back. I want to come up and do a tip and come back, but I'm just not getting quite the right motor muscle response for me. I don't know. They look weird. It's okay though. I never promised you guys a rose garden. Color wheel sounds the go. Sounds good. We are having, yeah, I have a color wheel. I just don't read that stuff. We're having problems here. Okay, nice. Oh, be still my heart. You guys are so sweet to me. No, I have a color wheel. I just don't read those things. You guys, I don't slow down and take the time. Like right now, if you sent me a color wheel, it would end up somewhere like where my other color wheel is, and I would forget to grab it anyways. I guess I could study it. What do you think? You think I could study it? Or I can just keep making mud. Maybe I'll make mud pies. I'm gonna wipe this off on here. That's a really, really pretty green together, you guys. Oh my goodness, look at that. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Do you love it? Do you see the rust in there still? And then the purple with the white, with the cream is tinting there. And then over here we've got the blue rust. Oh my goodness. Let's do some more of these. Attach it to the wall. That's a good idea. Look what we have. What should we take this off with? First color that comes up is the color I'll use. Jean, I don't know what knockout roses are, but they sound fun. They definitely sound fun. Oh, do you know what I could do too? While you guys are deciding, I could do this. First color that comes up is what? Yellow. Gotcha. Nance is quick on the draw, guys. So you guys got to keep your fingers on the keyboard in case I come up with an idea. Let's do this more kind of it's a lemon custard. It's a very subdued. Oh, purple and, oh no, I didn't see that. Purple and gold first. Okay, so let's compromise with Nance and Tina, and I'll do gold. But this color, I'm going to use this one too when we get a chance. So let's do the gold. Pull this off. With all those colors on there, it's going to be cool. Cool, cool, cool. And I have this really pretty champagne gold. Muscle memory. Thank you. Thank you. You know, guys, I'm going to someday get someone, I'm going to get an interpreter, and I will just sit here and do what I want to do, and they will explain to all of you what I'm thinking and how to describe it, because I can't think of it. Is that not fabulous? Is it just me? Or is that fabulous? I'm gonna roll this off on here. You're not gonna necessarily be able to see it though. I'm gonna do that. You see there? That's that gold. Okay. Now, I don't want that to be that shiny. I don't want it to be quite that shiny. So, or not that I don't want it to be that shiny, but I want to pull off some. I'm pull off some on here. I just want to, you know what? You remember the flat things that I say? I don't want it to be so flat. So I want to have some it broken up a little bit. I really like this, guys. I'm gonna have to buy a bottle of that, aren't I? My anniversary is coming up. Jimbo will buy me a nice anniversary present if I ask for it. I mean, he'll buy me what I ask for if I ask for it, is what I was trying to say. Does anyone else use their anniversary and Mother's Day like a personal craft store shopping spree? I know I do. Okay, do you know what I think? I think this will look fabulous on this. Okay. Does rust, what does gold do? Does gold patina? Does anyone know? Let you know the name of it so you can get some too. Are you talking about that rust? Golden liquid acrylics, quinacridone, nickel azo gold. It does shimmer because it's a gold, but it's rusty. Oh, well, so gold does rust. It doesn't turn green. It's not like the patina. I don't know. I'm going to add this though because I really think it will. But I'm going to do it so ever delicately, so ever carefully. And then I'm going to, this stuff is, you know what it reminds me of, you guys, is that Bactine. Is that what it is? Bactine? Now, yes, I said it. Now, gotta get those layers in there. Gotta take things off so that we flow back to the background. That's what we gotta do. We just gotta do it. Okay, so do you think we can see it from the other side? Sometimes, no. See, that's the bad thing, is because of alcohol inks, my thing is all messed up. What color am I going to pull this all off with? I could use clear. Do you want clear? Gold mixed with copper turns green? Let's use the gloss fluid medium. Let's do this. Not supposed to put a lot on there. I probably put too much on there because I'm an overachiever. I am always thinking more is better, but in some cases it is not. So I'm going to try to roll some of this off, and I'm going to roll it off onto here because I want to put some gloss on there, right? Because I think that gloss would be pretty. So that's what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. Okay, so there. Now, I'm going to do this. And we're going to see real gold, not paint. So if you put real gold with real copper, it turns green, is what you're saying? Oh. If gold tarnishes, it turns black. Oh. Maybe we should use the black background then. Oh, maybe black paper. I could look into my stuff and find some black paper. So you guys ready? Are you ready? This is going to be so fabulous. Oh, I just know it. It's going to be fabulous. Well, it's not fabulous, but it's not horrible. This is an awesome grungy page. If I scanned that in, that would be an awesome grungy background. Look. That's why the reflection, I try to keep the reflection down because it really, but if you could see the depth in it, it really, really is aged. That's awesome. Now I'm going to pull it up with the paint, and I think I'm going to, let's do the yellow. I mean, vintage ink spray on it. Yes. That's the cool thing, Tina, is when you combine all of this knowledge and opportunity with all of the distress inks opportunity and knowledge, there's some really fabulous things that we can create. Now that yellow is very yellow. I'm not going to put that on there. Oh my goodness, do you see my handprint? How fun is that? That was delightful. You guys, I mailed off the cooler hot colors, not so much. Only with warms and neutrals. Benedine, yes. You're great. You're great with color, Tina. What was I going to say? I don't remember now. Oh, wow. Wow. There we go. That's everything off the plate. We got the blues and the purples and the greens and maybe the Bennett or the Azo Gold. Was it Azo Gold? Yeah, nickel Azo Gold. Down here we have the purple, the teal. That is some grungy bits. Grungy bits. You know, the thing is I can still scan this in, and then I can take it into my into GIMP, and I can change the color on it. So it would be the same print, but I can take the yellow out of it. Or we could do this. I know the yellow is bright, but you know, sometimes sometimes things need a little bit of bright. There, that toned it down a bit. Oh, I love that. You guys, it is so deep, and I love these rosettes. Or knockout roses, she called them. I have no idea what that means. So let's see, 10 more minutes approximately. Let's do one of my favorite things in the whole world is that I like to do things to do with letters. And let's do some purples. I don't know how well that will show up, but we'll find out. Oh, yeah. Vintage collage medium. Speak for yourself. I'd love that background for a journal, Jean says. I know, huh? Oh, that's not the one that's not the one we're looking at. This is the one we're looking at. The thing is, you guys, is once I put the brown on there, that turned it from neon yellow down to the kind of yellow that you would like in a grungy video. You got to have contrast. You can't always have, you know, all of the same colors, and the yellow does make everything else stand out because it's so drastically different. But I really like it. I like all of these. I'm a happy camper. Happy, 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 joy, joy, joy. Oh, geez. See, again with the singing. Does anyone else know Ren and Stimpy? I used to love Ren and Stimpy. I still love them. We just don't hang out like we used to. Oh, look. I like that. I like that. Okay, so I'm just going to smear that on there and get it coated, and I can do something else with it later. Pretty. You're so sweet, Tina. You guys are such positive role models. I love it. I truly believe that we're just one of the best groups out there, guys. So I'm wanting to set this on something. Do you think it would be okay to set it on this one? I'm going to do it anyways. I'm gonna do it. I need a bigger workspace. I need a bigger workspace. I need a bigger workspace. So I'm just going to do this. I'm going to must that some of that purple on there. What do you think? That added some depth. I don't want to waste any ink. It doesn't grow on trees, ladies. Does it? I like that. I like that. I like that. Black stamping on that would be perfect. Yes. Yes. So just trying to get my letters dry. This is the purple and the teal. Purple and teal. Purple and teal. Need a light color. I'm just gonna layer up and see what I can get with this neutral color right here, which is antique white. Let's see where I can go with that. Maybe I can layer up and. Yes, we are the best, Nance. I'm telling you. It's just, it's literally a blessing every single day. Alrighty, so I wanted to do this. And then what I'm going to do is roll this off onto here because I can. Why not? I'm going to do this again, but not so many. Like fill the whole thing, but just some. Then I'm going to try to open this other drawer and get out some of my nifty bobifty thingy to bobbers and stuff and whatnot. Oh, that's actual tape. Just get some background noise going on. I found this on the floor yesterday and I was so excited because, or no, it was in the bottom of that bucket, but this is one of my favorite tools for this. I can really, a lot of times, get some fun background stuff going on. We are here to please. Hey, should I use her? I wonder, every time I try to use these faces, though, they don't really stand out. Let's put her in there and see if she stands out. We'll see her again. Okay, that's going to have to be washed. Alrighty, so that's pretty much broken it up a bit. Right? Made a mess out of some of it. Now, that would be really cool on dark paper. Let's see. I know that I have some black paper right here. Oh, you remember that dark red I was using the other day, you guys? That would be cool, just for the heck of it. Remember this? Let's do half of this and this. And then once I see what that looks like, I can bring up the other half or decide the other half. It's not as cool as I thought, but it's not bad. It's kind of cool. Kind of cool. It needs to have more taken off to really show the background color. Let's try that. That's the thing, when you start seeing it lay on top of it like that, it just means that you've got to break it up some so that the red will come out. There we go. So that's an option. I don't know, I don't love it, but it's got some fun things in it, you know. It was worth doing. Orange, let's get some orange going on. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to get my chair back up here. This is cool now. Those bits are what I was going for. These pulls, those are okay, but just trying to get those bits left so that I can. Let's do this. Why does that not have the lid off? Or let's get just a bit of red and orange going on top of all of this. Let's see. Boogers. Boogers are flying. Boogers always are flying around here. Okay. Don't do that. Okay, so I'm going to do this. Ooh. And then this. And that. And that. And find something to roll this off on. You don't like the cream? Yeah. It's not, I try to avoid those prints if I can, but it's just sometimes to get the layers up, or to get those layers, you know, we gotta do other things. Okay, so now let's pull this up. We got some of it on there, but not a ton. Then we have BB wipe. Get in there and make some noise, right? Gosh, you know, what do you think, you guys? Should we throw that? Should we throw some of the rust on there? Pick it up with the rust when it's time. That seems like it might be cool. Might. Okay, so I can use this to pick up some spots that are just too thick. Okay. Let me find the right paper, which I'm going to use one of these ledger pages, you guys, because it's a nice big one, and I think the color, the background will go with this really well. And I think I'm going to do this. Just to add in that rusty. Let's see what we get. It might not all come up this time, but we can get it on the second print too. Let's get 2 prints out of it, depending. Oh, Nance, I didn't see you say do a touch of black, but we can do that on the next one. Or we can put black down and then put this one back down to pick up more. Oh, you guys. Oh, how fabulous is that? Okay, let me put some black down. Let me find some black. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put black up here, right? And what would be the best way? I like to do the letters backwards sometimes, right? And let's just kind of do that. Okay. And I could have done that directly on the paper, but I might pick up some more things that I don't know. So that's the reason I put it back on there, because you can do things to it once it's off of the. There we go. See, and I probably could have used just a bit more. I think the black really added to it. Really, really, really. And then I could do that. Nope, it's already dry. So what do you think? I'm going to have to go to the Dick Plate. Oh my gosh, and you want to know what's funny, Jean? Is your comment's been flagged because of the because of some of the words in there. More coffee. So I am going to fix this area in the way that I know how, which is my alcohol spray here. I'm going to just get that toned down just a bit. Same with up here, so that this whole page can be scanned in and not have such bright spots. So what do you think, ladies? What do you think? There's one of our pages. I'm thinking about doing a live series where we do this together. Now Nance is getting flagged for saying the same thing. Okay, dickblick.com is an art store, and you can find good sales there. And the lucky thing for me is that they had one in Portland, and I had my shipping was really cheap because it was local. So, okay, you know what this needs though? This needs a little bit of shine, don't you think? Just a little bit of metallic. So what I'm going to do is this. Then I'm going to find something that I could do this and this, this and this. Now, who said orange? Who said orange? Two people said orange. Who were they? There's Nance, and then someone said I do too. Was it Jean? So what I'm thinking is I'm gonna take a picture of this, you guys. Thank you, Jody. I'm gonna take a picture of this one, and I'm gonna send it in private messenger to Nance and Jean, if it's those two that said orange. And I'll do that occasionally. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and have some interactive fun where we sit and make things that is a collaborative effort. And then I will pick random people throughout the process to send a copy of the. What do you think, though? Am I overdoing it with the gold? I don't think so. I think it needed a little. So if I am, I apologize, but I thought it needed it. Okay, now we're getting another flag. I don't know why. They're just. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh. Do you know what we could do? Where is it? Was it this one, that one? No. Where was it? This one. Ta-da! Guys, are we having fun now or what? I could do a little white too. Oh, coming off just off of there. Perfect. Oh, you guys, this was awesome. This is a masterpiece. I got to dry it a second because I don't want those to get smeared. That looks like subway art practically. That is very grungy. Guys, you know what it makes me want to do next? It makes me want to emboss it. I'm not sure if I have black embossing powder. I have flocking. What the flock? I have flocking? Yeah, I don't know what I thought I was going to do with that. I think it came with this Oh, look at these. This is, I just got these not too long ago. This is hot chocolate embossing powder. And what we can do, oh, this is going to be so fabulous. Is anyone else having as much fun as me? Because if you're not, you need to watch this. So I'm going to do the M, or at least part of it. I'm not going to try to make sure it's perfect. And the T and the J. Okay, so let's see how this is going to work. Let's see. Oh, I haven't even opened it. Okay. Why do they gotta make things child-proof? Right? If I push down, shouldn't that be enough to... Oh, look at that, you guys. It looks like gunmetal. Yeah. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay, I gotta pour this in here. I'll be right back. Don't want to waste a granule. Okay, so there's hot chocolate MJT. And I'm going to, very industrial. That's the same with me. I have a BB and the thing goes across the street. Oh, wow. That is gorgeous, you guys. And it is Nouveau embossing hot chocolate flavor. This, you guys, this is what we strive to do. This right here. This is it. This is that random layering that everybody strives to create, but it seems so difficult. It's not if you have patience and people guiding you like you guys, right? Look at that. And it even looks better in person. Trust me, it looks absolutely fantastic in person. Now, I'm going to coat it with the gloss fluid. Well, I'm going to take a picture of it first because I don't know if the gloss fluid will make it. Because I don't want it shiny for the picture, but it really does help the... You know, for the picture, it just, that these white spots back here show up so heavily. Oh yeah, scan it. Well, here, let me do this. I can do this. Watch this, guys. I'm a wizard. I'm a wizard. A wizard. A wizard. No, I don't want Facebook. I'm not on Facebook. I am on YouTube. Don't even know where I am half the time. YouTube, Facebook, upstairs, downstairs. Come on, come on. We have things to do. Okay, so it says I'm live. And I should be able... Okay, so it says I'm live. Isn't that fun? Okay, so now let's see if it will let me add a picture. It's not, is it? Okay, it's not going to let me add a picture, but I can show you this. Do you see how white that looks? Right there. I'm gonna darken it. Halloween grunge. I'm gonna darken that. Don't want that to be so white. Like that. I'm gonna use a whole bottle of this today. I guess I could have used distress inks, but you know what's so cool about the alcohol is that I can do this with it. and get those really like spots where watermarks. Get this one right here. And I'll see if I can get it to run a little. Do you see how I can get it to run down the page, guys? Look at that. Oh my gosh. We could layer on this all day. You guys want to just layer on this all day? Wow. So now, look at that. Oh my gosh. It looks like I took it out in the garage and drove my car over it. I love it. And it didn't even mute our white. Do you like that right there? I really like that right there. Okay, so let me do the pictures again. I set my phone somewhere. There it is. Because this is the picture that I'm seeing, and I wouldn't print that out. So now, let's see if I can take a picture that I like better. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, guys, one more. And then let me show you. That's the picture. Now, I think I have paper in my printer right now. Okay, I'm going to print that and then I'll show you what it looks like from my camera. Wow, you guys. This is just fabulous. Look at the back. That's even cool. Yeah, it's awesome having this oversized ledger paper. You can do a lot. Look at all this. And I'm keeping that. I'm going to pull that up with, what should I do? Maybe some more metals, more different metals, some copper. I love copper. My printer's not acting like it's going to print. Why not? Did I run out of paper and I don't realize it? I want photos. Oh, there it's going. Okay. Just heard it. Okay, so this is copper, and we have the brown behind it that has the mica powder in it, right? We're going to get some letters in there. You guys, I just got notified the old Bohemian Gypsy just put something up, something about envelopes. I'm gonna have to go check that out when I'm sitting and eating my lunch. Do you think a green would work good with copper, or should we do teal? I love teal. I love teal and copper. Let's see. I can't see comments because of my notifications. Let's do this. I'm just going to get it in there. I'm not going to take over the whole thing with it. There we go. There we go. There we go. Layers, 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 ladies. Different layers, different colors. Not a ton of different colors if you don't want to, but let me go get that off the printer and see how this worked out, because that will make a difference in what I do next. Check that out. Oh, wow, guys. It's not as dark as it probably should be, but that is fabulous. What do you think? That's straight from my phone. You can see the metal in there. What looks like metal, the metal, you know what I mean. You were there. You know what I mean. You were there, right? Let's see. What would this do? I don't know if it's doing anything, but just try to find different things to create more layers, more texture. I'm going to throw some of this silver in there as a as an accent, and I'm going to let it kind of sit a little bit gloppy so that it maybe comes up pretty vivid. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, so while that is drying, I am going to start putting away my stencils, and then we will go over the art that we did today and kind of do a review of just how wonderful you can start with one thing and end up going a whole another direction. Although I have to say, if Tina's involved, it is always going to go grungy or industrial. It's just the way she rolls, and I love that about her. Okay, so there's those stencils put away. And I'm going to grab, I guess, this green ledger paper. I think that'll look good on there. Okay, so now I'm just going to use the gloss fluid because I want the lines of the paper to show through. And I'm going to put the gloss medium over the top, which is Liquitex Basics Gloss Fluid Medium. And I use this so that I can pull up what I have on there without putting a background color. So you can see what's on the page behind it, okay? And it has to still be thin, just like the paint, although you can't see as easily how thick it is. But if you don't take some off, you'll lose some of your print. Okay, okay, ready, set, action. Oh. You guys, I spent $150 at that sale at Office Max. Do you want to see why? The first yes that comes up gets to see the most expensive item, the two most expensive items that was in my cart. Actually, everyone will get to see it. Oh, wow. Check that out, guys. Check that out. Wow. Do you like that, Tina? Do you see those lines in there? It looks better in person than it does on there. As always, if you guys ever want to like meet up somewhere, maybe in the middle of the United States, I would so be into that, and we could do this together. And if you could see these things in person, it would be fabulous. Okay, Sharon, you want to know? I'm going to grab it. It's going to be so fun. Oh. Okay. I think I'm going to have to try to fit it underneath the... Okay, so you guys remember they were going out of sale, right? Or they were going out of business sale. So I got this for 60% off. And according to this, I can take my photos and turn them into paintings. And I take a lot of pictures of flowers. And I just thought that would be really fun. And so 60% off would be the only time. Tina, you live in Texas? Guess what? We can meet up at your house. I'm okay with that. I'm not against Texas. I love Texas. Okay, guys, this is the other thing. Oh my gosh, it's so big. Oh my gosh. Oh, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. This is a heavy duty, ideal for thick cardstock, layers of paper, photos, 8 times harder than steel, 15-inch by 30 or 30 sheet ability guillotine trimmer. Right? I've been wanting one of those. That thing is normally $70. I hit the sale. Of course you own one. Of course you do, Tina. And of course you know about Corel too. Someday I'm going to find something you don't know about and I'm going to just shock you. I doubt it. I most likely won't be able to figure out anything to shock Tina. Okay, let's go over some things. While this is kind of drying, I do want to put something else on there. These are the first two that we did. And I don't know if you remember, but I had put that stencil on there trying to start a whole different aspect of something. And it didn't work because I sprayed the inks on instead of, oh, do I, Tina? You're so sweet. Because I sprayed the ink on instead of pouring it out of my ink, you know, the little 2-ounce bottles. If I'd have done that, this would have turned out differently. But I like this, so I'm okay with this. This one is a secondary print, which ended up more grungy, and I like that too. And I think that this could be layered up with and darkened and create and definitely create even something better than this if we were to, you know, continue to layer up. Now, the pile right here is we have a couple of photo papers that will become tags. And some fabulous kind of knockout roses, I was told. This one, not as grungy as it could be, but now that I have seen some other things, I think I can grunge this up more. But that's the base of that. That's the base image of that one. This one, I did spray some to tone it down, and I think it helped a lot, but I think we can even do more. I could do more with that one. This one I love, and I want to recreate a similar version of this and do some more of this idea. This one is scan in right now. I mean, this one literally, the variegation, the kind of, what's it called when you, people do it with their hair all the time. Someone know? Oh, do you think it looks like the world? Hi, Karen. You got here just in time. I'm just about to sign off. We're going over the art that we created today, and then we're gonna Jean, you'd go after September. Thing is, guys, this is the deal. After my trip with my sister-in-law, I'm going to have enough information to be able to set something up. And Faith is wanting to work into it too. But I would like this year to set something up that would work for a group of people, whatever works. So that's what we'd like to do. This one I really like. I call it variegated, but there's another term to, I just can't think of it. My brain is just not working today, ladies. It just isn't, and I'm not going to continue to try to make it work. It has gone on vacation. There was another one of these, but I don't see it. Maybe I set it up here. Yep, I did. So, and that one's a little bit muddy, but again, stamp on that with some metallics and make a tag out of it, and it's fun. It's a fun, like, happy mail or ombre. Thank you, Tina. I knew you would know. I knew that would be something that you have heard of. So this one is really cool. I do think, what would be, I do think some metals would be good, but I'm not sure what to put it on there with. You know, I don't want to do circles all day, but I might could do these. That helps a bit, doesn't it? Gives it something to have in the focal point in the front. Very random though, guys. Never just try to make it perfect, because you can't make it perfect, and if you try, then you get disappointed. Whereas if you go random and you just try to mess it up, you'll be much happier with your results. There we go. There we go. I could use a sponge. What's the program? What program, Nance? Tell me what you mean, and I will answer you. Was she talking about this one? Are you talking about this one? Yeah, I have sponges, but I like more detail. I don't know. I like to use things that have more lines. I'll send a picture of knockout roses. I would love to see a picture of knockout roses. Yeah, Corel. I swear I read somewhere. Here it is. Create your paintings using trusted media that's recognized. No, that's not it. I don't know, but even if I only have fun with it and it doesn't end up like changing my life, I don't know, 60% off. You just, that's the only time you can really do this kind of stuff, right? The real sponges, not like artist sponges or kitchen sponges. Alrighty, so I'm going to leave my plate dirty like that, and the next time we hook up, guys, we're going to get to see what that will add to our session, right? So I'm going to put a poll up in Newbie Junk Journal Makers and ask what day of the week would be best to have a live YouTube Gelli Plate session each week. And the majority will win, because that's just the way life is, ladies. It just has to be that way. And I will set up a reoccurring, you can count on me event where we will get going further in our Gelli Plate journey, because this is the thing. If you guys are buying Gelli Plates, then I want to hang out with you and do it. So maybe there's a time or occasions or something that we can work it out to where we can do it together. So we're going to figure it out. I'm going to go have some lunch. I want to thank everybody who showed up and hung out and helped. And I'm just so excited about what we created. We learned a lot about layers today, didn't we, ladies? Look at that. Layer after layer after layer after layer. The same with some of those other ones right here. It's all in the layers. Whether it's painting, fibers, tags, stamping, everything. Layers, layers. That's our go-to word. We got to always remember our layers. I'm going to go. It's Thursday, 12:30. I don't know if I'll be back this afternoon, but tomorrow's FaceTime Friday, and so you will see my face. I always show up my face on FaceTime Friday. Bye, ladies. Big hugs. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, if you're new here, please subscribe. Hit the bell so you don't miss anything. Thank you. Bye-bye.